Hello, 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 everyone. Oh my goodness, I've been away from this video business for so long. I've been writing my book, Breaking Point, and I've been consumed with it. And then I thought, oh my goodness, I have to get on and talk to people again. And this gray hair needed the pink to liven me up. Can you imagine having to relearn everything, technology and myself? But I'm telling you, writing this book has been something else. It's called Breaking Point, from the collapse, the wonderful collapse that I had, right down to clinical depression and into finding my courage. So that's the title of the book, Breaking Point, from Collapse to Courage. And then the middle part talks about all the different modalities that I used in terms of finding my way back to life. And it has really been quite the session. I wanted to also say that while I was writing the book, new opportunities came to me. And as you know, I've been doing financial planning for 42 years now, 42 years financial planning. And I've more recently been doing hotline chats. I'm a call girl now. It's like a call center, but for financial emergency questions. And that means that since I started that in the middle of January, I have now completed hundreds of calls, probably 400, 450 calls, and recognizing just how few people even understand a budget, the basic budget. They have these great lines of credit and credit card debts, and they're in a terrible financial mess and kind of wondering, like, how do I get out of this? How did I get in here? And that's what I say. Yeah, how did you get in there? So my new course that I have created is called Facing the Elephant, Shaking Hands with Your Money. That's really about it. Straight talk money from the compassionate queen of straight talk. That's what I'm about. And I wanted to just let you know. First, I wanted to get a feeling for being on here in live video again. But secondly, not only tell you about the book, but also because of the book, coming out of the book, emphasizing with my financial planning, this deep, deep need to help people find their way through a budget, keeping it so simple that once you recognize how simple it can be done, then you'll know as you accomplish the basics, how then you can start putting the flowers to bloom around that. We have to break the silence on money and move it from stress into just straight talk, responsibility, knowing what we're doing with our money. Because, you know, at the end of the day, money is not the enemy. Even the lack of money is not the enemy. You know, even if you have minimum pay, you'll be a millionaire. It's just how long does it take you to become the millionaire? Everybody is a millionaire. So it's not about how much money am I making, it's how am I handling the money that I am making? What am I choosing? What am I choosing to make sure I'm living, not only living within my means, but living within my means enough to be able to also set something aside, pay myself first so that I can get that working. And that is the digging out. I have so many choices. Here I am in my 7th decade, still with a lot of choices, only because of the choices I've made coming along. I don't live fancy. Anyone that knows me knows I don't live fancy, but I have a wonderful life. And I'm recognizing more and more it was because of basic budgets. They don't even have to be in your brain all the time. I find that when the spending is offside a little bit, I can feel it. And I can feel it in my body. Okay, time to take another look at what I'm doing. with my finances. That's what it is. So once you have a budget figured out, you'll feel the difference. So money is not the enemy, but confusion around money surely is. So I am really coming here today to tell you about this course, about building a simple budget and finding those magic steps around it. Shaking hands with your money. Facing that elephant in the room. I've been there. I remember when we got married. That was a long time ago. That was 25 years before we got divorced. But when we got married, we had $50, 50, in the bank account, tossed up our hands. We had old Studebaker and said, here we go. Let's go to Niagara Falls for a honeymoon. I've never forgotten that, $50 to our name. But we did it. And there's so many times I've not had much money in my pocket. Times when it's them coins. And you think, I'm going to sit down with my friend and have that cup of tea. Anyhow, I'm going to cut it off there for today, just enough to announce that I'm back. I needed you to be generous and say, hey, Sandra, welcome back. Happy to hear about the money course. Happy to hear about your book, Breaking Point. And I'll get back in the saddle and we'll work our way through. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening, everyone. I think I'm going to call it a night. And we'll see you very soon. Coach Sandra, Compassionate Queen of Straight Talk at sandravalks.ca if you'd like to book a time just to talk about your budget and see what we can do.